Alright, so right now I'm underneath the rear subframe. I'm going to be showing you how to drop it down. It's pretty simple, similar to the front. Now, to get where I'm at, pretty much you just have to remove the drive shaft, which I believe was probably 5, maybe. They're probably going to be like 13mm bolts right here. You just unbolt those, and there may be a carrier bearing. I'm not sure on S chassis, but you just undo the bolts and you drop this part of the drive shaft down and slide it out, and you'll be all caught up to where I'm at, except I have the wheels off too, so you'll need to remove the wheels. But essentially what we're going to be doing is removing the strut mount nuts up on top. This bracket right here, that's on both sides of the subframe with this nut that I'm really zoomed in on. But there is 2 of these. You can see the other one right there in front of the seat. So there's about 4 bolts like that, and then another 2 right here, and then once we get that done, we should be able to drop this down. Now, it's important also, you want to disconnect this ground right here. It just plugs in right here on the back of the differential mount, and undo it. But I think that's it back here. But whoever was down here before me, you can see there's just crap that's completely undone. Sway bar bracket is loose. But yeah, so we're gonna get to doing this. Now, for these strut mount nuts that are right there, there's only 2. You have to remove the rear deck, and that's pretty easy. You just grab it and pop it up. It's just held in by clips. But yeah, these nuts here are 12mm, so you want to get a ratchet on there. I'm not gonna try to videotape while I'm doing this because I really don't want to sit where I need to do that. So I'm just gonna stand back here and undo these nuts, and I'll get back with you after that. Now, right now, as you can see, I have the jack holding the differential up. I have it as centered as I possibly could get it. The upper strut mount nuts are removed. I'm trying to decide. I probably should, but I was thinking remove the bolt right there that holds the lower end of the strut, because sometimes whenever you drop this down, it's be a pain to remove if that strut isn't out of the way. So I'm probably going to remove that first. But I'm going to go ahead and take out the 4 bolts, or actually there are nuts, plus the 2 that are kind of close to the jack stands. There's a little bracket that's like a V with the main bolt that goes into the body at the center of that V, but there's 2 little like 14mm on each side of the car. I'm going to go ahead and remove those first, and then I will remove the strut bolts. Alright, and also one thing I forgot to mention is you're going to remove this brake line again. It looks like a 12mm again. Since the handbrakes aren't hydraulic or twist in like some of the newer ones, you can see the cable through there. You want to pop this retainer out, and then you'll be able to move this cable. Let's see if I can grab it. You got to move it out of that hook, and then you'll be able to get it off. So you got to get this cable off on both sides, and remove the 12mm bolt that holds the brake line to the caliper. Now at this point, what I've done is I have removed the strut. The camera is actually sitting where the strut was. Coilover, strut, whatever you call it, same thing. Now, this brake line here, or cable, I should say, wasn't easy to get out, but it wasn't particularly hard. I'll try to put it back in there to show you how I got it out. Alright, so that's how it was. And it had this clip on it. Alright. It was something like that. Now it's not going to go in there exactly how it was, but that was pretty close to it. What I did was there's a hole in the lower control arm. And I just got a screwdriver. And you can see it's right on the edge of that clip. And I got a hammer from the bottom, and this is a long screwdriver. And just beat that clip out of there. Once that was out of there, I got the screwdriver from this side, hit this back, and once it's back, you can lift it up out of there, push it down, and that cable came right off there. Now, you usually have to take this cable and kind of feed it around, but once you get it off there, you'll figure out how to get it off there. It's not that difficult. Now, let's go ahead and make sure the jack hasn't lost any pressure before I get back under here, and it has a little bit, so put a little bit more pressure back on that. And now I'm going to get my 17mm socket ready to go around and get those 4 subframe bolts. There's 2. Now that the 4 are removed, you can slowly start to drop the subframe down. For the parking brake cable, there's actually 2 more brackets I didn't see, and they are just 10mm brackets that hold it to the subframe, so I'm going to get those off. And the other side is actually caught up on the stud, so I'm going to hit it, see if it'll come down a bit. And I'm not going to get under it. Now both those parking brake brackets are released. Get a pry bar into this corner. And the subframe is free. Now with both subframes out and most of the interior out, I actually might do a video on how to remove the window and the regulator in this, because I didn't get to do one last time I worked on a 240 door. But yeah, so I mean, with this 240, I think I'm pretty much done tearing it down for the most part. Kind of sucks for when an engine and training in it to show you guys how to remove that. I'm sure there's other videos on how to remove that in 240s, because there are so many people pulling engines out of 240s to put other ones in. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, leave a like, that'd be awesome. I like to make videos like this, help people out, you know. If you want to see something, make a suggestion. I can try to make it happen. There's no guarantees, but I'm always open to try to help out. If there's anything that you think I could do better in the videos, that'd be awesome to tell me too, because I want to make it enjoyable. I don't want you to be bored out of your mind watching these, even if you're watching these just to learn how to be mad at your car for having to fix it. But as I was saying, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.